Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Thousands of local businesses they're just hemorrhaging revenue right now, and they have absolutely no idea it's even happening.
Yeah, they really don't. It's wild.
Right. Picture this. You have a main service page, and it converts like crazy in your home city. I mean, the phone is just ringing off the hook.
Classic scenario.
Exactly. But then the landing page you built for that affluent city right next door, maybe just 10 miles away, is practically a ghost town.
It's just sitting there.
Completely invisible in search results. And you are actively losing those customers to competitors with, frankly, objectively worse services. It is wildly frustrating.
It's incredibly common, though. And I think what makes it worse is that most business owners are looking at the wrong dashboards to try and fix it.
Oh, totally.
Like, basic ranking charts rarely tell the full story of why a specific geographic market is just completely ignoring you.
Which is exactly why today's deep dive is zeroing in on decoding Google Search Console, specifically for local SEO.
Yes, such an important topic.
I was digging through our research stack today, specifically this really comprehensive strategic guide dated July 1st, 2026. And it completely shifts the paradigm on this stuff.
It really does.
The mission today is to take this data, which usually looks like, an overwhelming wall of terrifying charts, and transform it into a direct shortcut for capturing those local customers.
I love that.
So, okay, let's unpack this. Before you can stop guessing and start seeing what Google actually understands about your site, we need to clear the air on what this tool actually does.
Right, because the very first thing we have to do is establish what Google Search Console, or GSC, is not.
But that's a big one.
It really is. There's this massive misconception out there that it's a rank tracker for the Google Map Pack.
Right, and it isn't.
It absolutely is not. It will not tell you where you sit in Google Maps. It won't track how many people click the call button from your Google business profile. And it definitely does not track your local reviews.
So for the sake of this deep dive, we just need to completely separate the map pack from the conversation.
We do. Yeah, the map pack and your business profile, they just operate on a totally different algorithmic wavelength.
Okay, got it.
GSC is really a site-side diagnostic tool for your organic search performance.
Okay.
Think of it as the raw data feed. It's telling you exactly what Google's crawlers understood about your website's content before a human user ever even decided to visit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it shows you the literal queries typed into the search bar, the specific pages that surfaced, the devices those people were holding, and the underlying technical issues that dictate your reach.
So it's kind of like if the Google business profile is the flashy GPS screen on the dashboard telling people where your physical store is located, Search Console is the check engine light buried under the hood.
Yes.
It's telling you why the car isn't running properly to begin with.
That analogy holds up perfectly. GSE is the diagnostic panel. But, to read that panel correctly, you have to fundamentally change how you look at your own traffic.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we have to stop obsessing over site-wide vanity metrics.
Hold on. Why would I ignore site-wide traffic? I mean, if my overall site impressions are through the roof across the board, who cares if one specific city page is lagging?
A lot of people think that way.
Right, because people are still seeing my brand name. Isn't broad awareness always a win?
Well, broad traffic doesn't pay the bills if you're a local service provider.
Okay, fair point.
What's fascinating here is that local SEO is inherently page-specific. A frequent mistake marketing teams make is looking at the top search queries for their entire website in just one big list.
Oh, just lumping it all together.
Exactly. If you serve multiple neighborhoods, looking at domain-wide data just blends everything into a useless average.
So it hides the actual problems.
It causes you to completely miss critical performance failures on specific service pages. You really have to filter the performance report to analyze one location or service page at a time.
Because an impression in a city you don't even serve is just a vanity number.
Exactly. Let's look at the mechanism behind it. If a vital city page has a high number of impressions but 0 clicks, it is not a victory for brand awareness. it is actually sending you a highly specific negative algorithmic message.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it means your metaphorical storefront sign is failing to capture interest. Google is actively showing your page to people in that target area, and those people are looking at your snippet, deciding it's irrelevant, and actively choosing to walk past your business.
To click on your competitor.
Exactly. And that sends a signal back to Google that your page does not satisfy the user's intent.
Ouch. So you are actively training Google to rank you lower by getting impressions you don't convert.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, so when you zoom in on a specific page in the platform, how do you actually read these messages? I mean, how do we figure out what the storefront sign should say?
You start by opening the performance report, filtering for one specific location page, and then switching from the default pages view over to the queries view.
Okay.
This exposes the actual literal search terms potential customers typed into Google right before your page appeared on their screen.
Now, the sources mention using regular expressions or regex to filter these queries.
Yes, they do.
And I know the word regex makes most people want to close their laptops immediately.
Oh, definitely. It sounds terrifying.
But as I understand it, it's just a command line filter, right? Like
Yeah.
it lets you group specific keywords together.
That's exactly it.
So instead of just searching plumber and hoping for the best, regex lets me tell the database, hey, show me every single search where someone typed any variation of Trenton, New Jersey alongside a water emergency.
You've got the concept down perfectly. It's an incredibly powerful way to slice the data to reveal human psychology.
Okay, psychology. How so?
Well, you're looking for long-tail keyword patterns that reveal high-value local intent. Our sources actually highlight 3 major patterns to hunt for.
Okay, what are they?
First, the classic service plus city, or neighborhood, for example. Roof repair, Trenton, NJ.
Makes sense.
Second, the near-me variations, which signal a very strong immediate geographic need. And third, problem-based searches tied to a location.
The difference in the human intent behind those is massive.
Huge.
Taking that roofing example from the notes, someone searching roof repair, Trenton NJ, is likely just in the research phase, right? They're looking at prices, maybe reading some reviews.
Exactly, they're taking their time.
But someone typing emergency roof leak near me, that is an urgent, problem-based search. They need a human being at their house right now with a tarp.
And this highlights the true diagnostic power of GSC. If your page is getting impressions for that emergency query, but your page copy only talks about routine, seasonal roof maintenance,
They're gonna leave.
they're going to bounce instantly. Your content must reflect the specific urgency the customer is signaling.
But wait, let me challenge this data a bit.
Sure, go for it.
If I go into the queries view and I see that I'm getting thousands of impressions, but my average position is buried on page 3, or my click-through rate, my CTR, is practically 0,
Right.
isn't that just a failure of Google's algorithm? Aren't they just mismatching my page and serving it to the wrong searchers?
It is very tempting to blame the algorithm, but no.
Really?
Yeah, when you see high impressions combined with a weak click-through rate, it generally means Google's algorithm is doing its job.
Wait, how is that doing its job?
Because it's testing your page because it suspects you might be relevant. The failure is actually happening on the human side.
Oh, I see.
Users are skipping your link
Mm-hmm.
because your search snippet, the blue clickable title and the short description below it, just doesn't align with their immediate need.
So the fix is entirely in our hands. We have to rewrite the snippet.
You have to rewrite the title tag to
Oh.
be immediately compelling,
Right.
and you need to tighten the meta description so it directly answers the user's specific query.
And that's just on the search page itself.
Right. It doesn't stop at the search results page. Once they click, the main H1 heading on your actual website needs to confirm they made the right choice instantly.
Okay.
You need to make the service and the location obvious the exact second the page loads.
Without keyword stuffing, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen those pages that say, we are the best Trenton roofers for Trenton roofs in Trenton.
Oh, yeah. We want to avoid that at all costs. You have to write for the human.
Right.
If the search snippet promises a rapid response to an emergency leak, the H1 heading just needs to say 247 emergency roof leak repair in Trenton. It confirms they are in the right place.
Okay, so we fixed the sign on the door, our snippet is highly clickable, and the H1 heading welcomes them in.
Yes.
But fixing the sign won't matter if the store inside is completely empty or if the door is jammed shut.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the underlying technical foundation of the site.
And this is where so many local SEO campaigns completely unravel.
Why is that?
Well, they chase the clicks, they rewrite the titles, but they ignore the structural flaws holding the site back. And the most glaring flaw is what the industry calls thin local pages.
I see this constantly. I actually like to call it SEO Mad Libs.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
Right. It's when a business uses the exact same generic robotic template for 20 different surrounding cities. They just duplicate the page and swap out the word Trenton for Newark.
And search engines view that tactic as incredibly low effort. The mechanism behind why it fails is super important to understand.
Let's hear it.
When you swap a town name on boilerplate text, you aren't just creating bad reading material, you are generating duplicate content signals.
Oh, and Google hates that.
Exactly. Google assigns a crawl budget to your site, which is just a limited amount of time its bots will spend mapping your pages.
Okay.
When the bot encounters 20 identical pages, it assumes your site lacks unique value. Those duplicate signals essentially dilute your site's authority, holding all of those local pages back simultaneously.
Because you aren't proving that you actually know anything about those specific areas. You're just listing names.
Right. To fix this, each local landing page must answer real logistical questions specific to that neighborhood.
Like what?
Like, where do you park your trucks when you service downtown? Do you have permits for historical homes in that specific district? You have to prove geographic relevance through unique, helpful details.
The sources also spend a lot of time on orphaned pages.
Yes, that's a big one.
To keep our store analogy going, an orphan page is like building a secret, fully stocked showroom in the back of your building, but forgetting to put a door or any signs pointing to it, and then being shocked when no customers buy the products inside.
That captures the concept beautifully. An orphan page exists on your server, but it lacks any internal links pointing to it from your main website.
So it's just floating out there.
Yeah. Search Console will frequently flag these in the indexing report because crawlers travel via links. If there's no bridge to the page, it is incredibly difficult for Google to discover it, let alone trust it enough to rank it.
So how do you build that bridge?
You integrate the page into your site's architecture through strategic internal linking. You can link to that specific city page from your primary service page, or build a dedicated areas we serve location hub, or even put it directly in your site's main drop-down navigation.
And that's enough for Google to find it.
Well, once you establish those pathways, you take the URL, paste it into the URL inspection tool in GSC, and explicitly request indexing.
Oh, gotcha.
That forces the crawler to walk across the new bridge you just built.
We also can't ignore the device these searchers are using. The 2026 data emphasizes that local searches, especially those high-intent emergency ones, are overwhelmingly happening on mobile phones.
Mobile usability is completely non-negotiable.
Yeah.
If you review the device data in GSE and notice a page performs significantly better on desktop than on mobile, you have a critical friction point.
Right.
The sources bring up Core Web Vitals, which is essentially Google's way of mathematically measuring user frustration.
Okay, break that down for me. How does a bot measure human frustration?
It measures things like how many seconds it takes for the largest image to load, or whether the buttons on the screen suddenly jump around while the user is trying to tap them.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Everyone does. If a user is standing in a flooded basement trying to tap your Call Now button, and the slow-loading image pushes the button down the screen so they click an ad instead,
They are gone.
they are leaving. You have to monitor your Core Web Vitals report to ensure stability and speed.
Another massive conversion killer, the sources point out, is form friction.
Yes.
Imagine someone on a tiny phone screen trying to get a simple quote, and your contact form demands their first name, last name, phone, email, full home address, and how they heard about you. I mean, nobody has the patience for that.
You have to ruthlessly simplify. Name, email, and phone number are more than sufficient for an initial local lead.
Definitely.
Placement matters just as much too. Insert the contact form right where the visitor naturally pauses while reading, rather than burying it at the very bottom beneath a giant wall of text.
There is also this concept of building on-page trust. Search engines need to verify you are a real, physical business.
Very true.
The sources heavily emphasize NAP consistency, ensuring your name, address, and phone number are perfectly identical everywhere on the internet, but they also dedicate a whole section to local schema markup.
Ah, yes.
Schema?
What is that actually doing behind the scenes?
Local schema markup is a specific type of structured data, usually formatted as JSON LD code, that you inject into the header of your website.
Which sounds incredibly technical.
It sounds worse than it is. Think of standard website text as a biography you wrote about yourself. Google has to read it, interpret the context, and decide if it believes you.
Okay.
Schema markup, on the other hand, is like handing Google a verified digital passport. It skips the reading process and feeds your business identity, your exact coordinates, your operating hours, your service area directly into Google's database in its native mathematical language.
So it just removes all ambiguity.
Okay, let's step back for a second. We've optimized the search snippet to match the human intent. We've rewritten the thin content to be unique. We've built bridges to our orphan pages. Our mobile experience is lightning fast, and our schema passport is verified.
Sounds like a perfect site.
Right. But how does a normal business owner or marketer maintain all of this? Staring at these diagnostic panels all day seems like a fast track to losing your mind.
It absolutely is, which is why the sources insist on adopting a strict 5-step weekly protocol. The objective is to extract the insights you need and then get out. You should not be living inside Search Console.
I love a clear system. Walk us through the protocol.
Step 1, review top page performance. Ignore the domain-wide numbers and isolate your most critical local landing pages to see their specific trajectory.
Got it.
Step 2, analyze click-through opportunities. Dive into the queries view and hunt for search terms earning high impressions but weak clicks. That discrepancy is your prime keyword research. It tells you exactly which snippets need rewriting.
Finding the exact spots where the storefront sign needs repainting.
Precisely.
Okay, what is step 3?
Step 3 involves scanning for indexing errors. You open the Pages report and look for technical roadblocks. You're looking for 404 errors, which means a page was deleted or broken. You are also checking for canonical tag issues.
Let's pause on that. What is a canonical tag, and why does an error there make my page invisible?
A canonical tag is a piece of code that solves duplicate content problems. Imagine you have 2 pages that look very similar. The canonical tag acts like a chief editor, telling Google, hey, this specific version is the master copy. Index this one and ignore the others.
Oh, I see.
If that tag gets misconfigured, you might accidentally tell Google to ignore your most important city page, and it will simply vanish from the search results.
That is terrifying, but incredibly important to check. Okay, step 4.
Step 4, compare device performance. Always contrast mobile versus desktop metrics to catch any sudden drops in mobile usability.
Make sure those buttons aren't jumping around.
Exactly. And finally, step 5, identify long-tail keywords. Continuously scan your query list for highly specific, nuanced searches that reveal new ways people are looking for your services.
So, touching on that point, it is 2026.
It is.
It is incredibly tempting to just export that entire list of long-tail queries, feed them into an AI tool, and say, rewrite my local landing page to include all of this data.
Well, people do it all the time.
Why shouldn't you just let the AI handle the strategy and save yourself the hours of analysis?
This is a crucial intersection of technology and marketing strategy. Our sources are very firm on this. You cannot outsource strategic intent to an AI.
Why not?
AI models are fantastic for organizing large data sets or clustering similar keywords into a spreadsheet. But AI lacks empathy. It fundamentally does not understand human urgency.
Because it doesn't know what it feels like to have a flooded basement.
Precisely. You, the human, must read the actual queries to connect the context. You have to recognize the panic of an emergency search versus the casual tone of a research query, and then manually adjust your page's tone to match.
Right.
If you automate the copy based purely on keyword density, you strip the empathy from the page, and your conversion rate will plummet.
Empathy really is the one variable the algorithm can't fake.
Exactly.
There's one final monitoring principle the sources mention, and it feels like a massive relief for anyone prone to analytics anxiety, and that's ignoring the daily noise.
Yes. Search Console data is not real-time, and obsessing over daily fluctuations is a trap.
It's so easy to do, though.
It is. A common mistake is seeing a sudden random spike in branded search volume, maybe from a viral social media post or a local news mention, and letting that distort your understanding of true local demand.
So what's the fix?
The golden rule for maintaining your sanity in GSC is to always compare 28-day windows. You are looking for sustainable, long-term trends, not daily algorithmic hiccups.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Let's bring this all together.
Sounds good.
First, stop looking at your domain-wide data. It's blinding you to what's actually happening on the ground in specific neighborhoods. Second, Stop chasing completely new traffic until you've fixed the technical bridges and indexing errors on the pages you already have. Make sure you are rewriting your snippets and your content to match the human urgency behind the query.
Yes.
And finally, stick to those 28-day windows so you don't overreact to the noise.
It really is a fundamental shift in mindset.
Yeah.
You're moving away from trying to blast your brand to everyone and moving toward getting the exact right eyes at the exact right time with the specific answer they need.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over that builds on everything we've unpacked today.
Okay, let's hear it.
The sources emphasize using Search Console queries to adjust your website copy, right? You notice a high volume of emergency searches, so you tweak your H1 tag.
Right.
But consider this. What if analyzing these hidden long-tail queries doesn't just change your marketing copy? What if it actually dictates your real-world business model?
Oh, like taking the data off the screen and applying it to real-world operations.
Yeah. Think about the implications. If you consistently see impressions in your Search Console for a highly specific, hyper-local, problem-based search, maybe people in a specific zip code keep searching for a specialized type of water extraction that your page isn't currently built for, and a service you don't even technically offer yet.
I see where you're going with this.
You aren't just uncovering a clever keyword strategy. You might be discovering a highly profitable, completely untapped local service offering that none of your competitors even know exists.
That is brilliant.
Your future customers are literally typing their unmet needs into a box, and Google is handing you the blueprint.
The diagnostic panel isn't just telling you how to fix the car. It might be telling you it's time to build a totally different vehicle.
Exactly. Don't just use this tool to fix your website. Use it to listen to the silent demands of your neighborhood. Open up your Search Console, filter down to your most important city page, and see what messages those customers are trying to send you. That check engine light might just be pointing you toward your next big expansion.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.